Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to a live recording here at eTail Boston at the beautiful hallway of Sheridan in downtown Boston.
Boston Sheridan.
The
Boston
Sheraton. That's right. The Boston Sheraton. Scott Oshford along here. And I've just made a new friend who's going to teach us and learn, and we're going to laugh all the time. We just yucked it up about Tony Kornheiser and my addiction to sports and the beautiful Beltway. I'll ask you what the toll fee is at rush hour, maybe. But ladies and gentlemen, Ed joins the program. Well, I don't even know your last name.
Well, there you go. Ed Durbin.
Ed Durbin. What a great name. Ed Durbin joins the program, ladies and gentlemen. And we were just chit-chatting. My neighbors next door, the AI Retail Council.
I'm a member.
I'm going to sign up before the day is done.
I think you get some free Cracker Jacks if you sign up.
Hey now. Okay, Ed, you do something very interesting. This whole mobility, first of all, you got to explain for the people out there, what the hell's mobility? What does it mean? I mean, does it mean you can get around?
Well, no, mobility today. Good question.
Well, you know what?
Okay. Well, mobility today basically boils down to the proliferation of all these mobile devices.
Yeah.
No matter where you look, no matter where you go, they're everywhere.
It's a screen.
But guess what? 16 years ago, they were nowhere.
Has it only been 16 years?
16 plus.
Okay.
I was there when we started a little company called AirWatch. And you got to explain this to people. People trying. They don't know.
Well,
I tell you what, I used to have CIOs that come up to me and say, Ed, you're telling me that all these toys that I just bought my kids for the holiday, I'm going to be deploying across my whole enterprise? I'm like, yeah. And he would go, you're crazy. Well, who was right? Who was wrong? So whether it's when people are like, especially when Apple exploded. I want to have Apple devices in my stores.
Yes.
I want iPads in everybody's hands because it's sexy. I want everybody to have an iPhone. I want everybody to have so Apple just exploded.
Oh yeah, everyone would be the genius bar.
Yeah, and then everybody said, okay, you know what? I have all these ruggedized devices in my distribution and transportation areas.
Yeah,
I want to have all these devices. But then they went, well, wait a minute. How do I secure them? How do I manage them? How do I make sure they don't get stolen? How do I make sure the right person's using the tool at the right time? So that was 16 years ago. So now millions and millions and millions of these devices out there today, but companies were saddled with, I got to manage this myself, which is like, I don't use the word stupid because a lot of these CIOs are friends of mine. It's not fiscally responsible. How's
right.
That?
Yeah. That's good. Fiscally responsible. I'll give you this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you. It's not fiscally responsible. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. No, this is a pain in the ass. I'll say it because you don't have to.
Well,
this is not only a pain in the ass, but it costs a fortune because you can't just spend $8 trillion putting these devices out. You've already spent another $1 zillion with the apps on them that are being custom developed.
Yep.
Then you have massive security protocols and privacy protocol. Like, this is a whole thing. I get it.
We used to call it death by 1,000 cuts.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, a retailer would sit there and say, I really got to manage these things. And then the CISO said, hold on a second. You don't have these secure. Oh, by the way, are you taking credit card information? Are these PCI compliant? Oh, by the way, are the private information? There's all this stuff. So many years ago, AirWatch was born. We came out. We were leading in retail when it came down to, help managing all these devices. Well, it's not cool anymore because we've been doing it for such a long time. But the thing is, though, now with this, as you look around this right now, AI is everything.
Yeah.
Now people are building all these applications that are being supported by AI. And where are they sitting? They're sitting on the mobile devices. Well, how do I make sure the mobile device is up to date? How do I make sure the mobile device has that application, that AI new application for personalization? By the way, I hope you know that word around here. Personalization.
Oh, I'm moderating a panel on that.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll have to sit in the audience. I promise to behave.
Yeah. No, we encourage hecklers.
Okay. Well, I'll be there. So let's move to today. So today, after a long career with AirWatch and VMware and the whole retail stick, I'm now head of retail for Stratix Corporation. And what that company does, it was a business partner, actually, of mine 14 years ago, where we go to retailers and large corporations and say, we'll do it for you. Soup to nuts, cradle to grave, whatever term you want to use.
Right.
And so, whether the retailer is out there saying, it's a heavy cost for me to have all these full-time employees. I have to have a warehouse because I got to store all this stuff. I got to figure out how they're going to get repaired. Do I ship them back to Apple? Do I ship them back to Zebra? Do I repair it?
Can I ask some dumb questions?
Go for it.
That's kind of what I'm known for. How does this work? Even in the old scenario, this scenario, do companies lease these out? Do they rent these devices out? Do they have to buy them? I mean, how does the financial part of, these are there's thousands and thousands of devices. How does that work?
It's millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
So do they buy, or is there a whole nother business where
it's a whole nother business. Apple Financial Services will be more than happy to have you buy. Oh, you need 50,000 iPads? You want to buy them? You want to lease them? Because sometimes the leasing option is better, because let's say the iPad .1X comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to refresh these? I'm going to refresh your leasing. Versus, I paid for all these things. Oh, there's a new version out there. I want to go to the new version because it's a better camera, or it's AI ready.
Yeah. Bigger memory, whatever.
Right. And what am I going to do with all these old iPads? Well, we will take those iPads from you and we will refurbish them. We'll sell them off to companies that come to us and say, hey, you got any old iPads I can buy?
Yeah.
And then we pass that money that we created back to the retailer or back to that company.
Okay.
So it's a process. It's almost like, I like to say, we're here to simplify the complexity of mobility.
That's so what we try to do it always off brand, is simplify this.
Simplify.
So I come to you, I'm running, you talked about American Airlines. I, of course, went on a 3-minute rant about my war with them that I won.
Can't help. Oh, good for you.
That I won.
Okay.
Shout out them.
Woo.
But this is overwhelming to think. People don't think about this, right?
They go into anymore.
I know, but consumers go into retail stores, they go wherever. We talked about rental car. We got all walks of life, right? And somebody's got a device.
How about your doctor's office?
Office.
How about a hotel?
Yes.
How about a hospital?
All these devices. You're thousands of millions of units.
FedEx, UPS. I guarantee you, if you sat back in one day and counted, besides the one that's sitting in your pocket, I'm sure, the mobile devices that is out there in your world today, that laptop, that is also an endpoint. That's something that can be managed, that there has to be some type of software on it. We do it all for people. You see it everywhere. Everybody in this place is walking around.
Just to define, you're about the hardware, right?
No, hardware and services, everything.
Okay, wow.
I'll give you an example. So a very large airline that you just mentioned is in the process of swapping out all their iPads for their pilots, all the iPhones for the flight attendants, all the devices for underwing. You can use that.
Underwing. I like that. Hold on, let's get a bell for that.
There we go. Underwing people. And, so it allows you to be able to.
Now, wait, I'm going to see you at 3:00.
Are you?
Yeah.
For a podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always off brand. Okay, I thought we're scheduled. I just wanted to make sure. It's nice to meet you, though.
She's a personal friend of mine, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, she's rock solid.
I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So they now have turned to us, and we are in the process of totally swapping out, refreshing all of the devices that are going to that specific airline.
You deal with all of this. All this Kazarai coming in, coming out.
Well, hold on a second. What we do is we design a portal that the pilot Bob goes in and says, I'd like to upgrade my iPad. Here's my house you can ship it to. And then we send him a little note. Remember I talked about the used stuff? Yeah. We'll send him a note saying, hey, would you like to buy the iPad that you have? So you can give it to your kid or whatever. So we give them that opportunity.
Okay, yeah, that's efficient.
Right. But the thing is, though, it allows a very large corporation, whether it's a retailer, hospital, the airline, or transportation company, to be able to say, I don't have to deal with it. I know that I need 30,000 of these devices. They need to be distributed across. Oh, by the way, we're international. So if you need some of these to go to Vietnam, you need some of these to go to Croatia, wherever, we can take care of it.
And they're configured.
They're configured. And then as soon as they go in, there you go. And so as soon as
you're going to get two, because I can't imagine whoever has to own that. You're the greatest people ever.
Well, and you know what? And that's why I've been with Stratix for about 4 months, and I'm running around trying to tell everybody. So I appreciate the fact that we're talking today, because I'm trying to get the word out, because mobility is cool again. Let's just say that mobility is cool again, because it was something everybody needed to do 16 years ago, 16 year plus. But now it's like, well, wait a minute. I can save some money. Why should I be doing this? And that's what I tell people. Total cost of ownership. I guarantee you, Stratix can help.
Yeah, they can save you money. That was the first thing we talked about, how much the cost savings, because yes, it's like it's in the water now. I mean, it's in the water, right? I mean, it's just it's we're breathing it, we're looking at it. Nobody thinks twice about it.
Right.
But we don't understand how the machine gets to there, how that screen gets in front of you and what's on the screen. So but all of these corporations and big retailers, they have their own customized, a lot of times their POS system, their app system.
Absolutely.
So again, your services, but you're not a developer. You're not Are you guys developing as well?
We'll develop to an extent if they come to us and say, hey, we have this application, but we want it only on these specific devices, or we want it to do these specific things. We have a whole group that will sit down and figure out, well, is there a way that we can help you to tweak it, to move it, to change it. It's stunning to know that we have customers come and visit us at our headquarters outside of Atlanta. And after they do a tour and they see us and the thousands of devices that we're processing they sit down and go, why the hell are we doing this? So
that's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare, but let us deal with that nightmare. Let us deal with that nightmare in a very simplistic way.
So, but all device, right? So you don't care if it's an Android, if it's an Apple device. You
Agnostic.
Don't care. You're agnostic. You don't care. Whatever they want.
Cameras. I have a customer that says, you know what? We want to get out of the business of supporting all the cameras in our stores. Can you guys do this? Absolutely. So we'll do the cameras. We'll do the POS equipment. We'll do any type of endpoint. We have school districts in Atlanta that come to us and say, we have 30,000 Chromebooks that you can imagine how they're getting beat to hell every day out in the high schools. And daily we go to all the different schools and pick them up, take them back. We are authorized repair, so you don't have to send them out. And then the next day we bring them back to the school. So the school districts are huge on this because they don't want the expense of like, okay, we got to hire all these people. We need to have, a warehouse full, whatever.
I had no idea.
A lot of people don't.
I had no idea this is the thing. So what's going on in retail as far as the mobility and devices? It's cool again. Obviously AI powered whatever apps or whatever they're doing, but what's the talk of the town now as far as devices or how people are using them, or I don't know. I mean,
well, everybody and their mother has a device,
right?
I mean, everybody first had to have Apple,
right?
Everything's Apple,
right?
And then after the years or so, like, let's look at other alternatives. There's Honeywell devices. I'm agnostic, so I'm not.
Yeah, you don't care, right? You don't care.
I don't care. But then, if you listen to the news, Apple has their own chips. Well, there's a lot of other companies that don't have their own chips, and they're being held hostage. I just read an entire long form article on the chip problem. Right. And so
it's complex. It's everything. It's very complex. These guys want them. We want to make them in the U.S., but then China has them, and we don't want them in China because this, and we don't want to bring. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot.
At the bottom line is we have a resource problem. The world has a supply problem, and we have way too much demand for the supply.
Yeah, and Intel's building new chip plants, but guess what? Those suckers take 6 years, 8 years.
I was just reading about this yesterday.
Oh yeah, and one of the I'd like to say we'll catch up, but unfortunately in China they're keep growing. So, but the thing is though, so the availability of the devices that are out there today, we can help customers do that, where they'll come to us and say, hey, we're looking for these specific devices. Do you guys have a pool of them? Do you have connections where we can work with the OEM, the manufacturer, and they're like, hey, I can get you 10,000 of these, 15,000 of those, or whatever. And these numbers are staggering.
Oh, I can't even
absolutely
imagine.
Staggering. But because what's that famous line? It takes a lot of technology to give the feeling of illusion. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'll get back to you.
Let's talk to your writers on that, Ed. We gotta workshop that one. That one didn't quite go.
It takes a lot of technology to present the illusion. I don't know.
No, the whole thing is right.
We can cut that out.
It's seamless.
It's seamless.
You have the same issue that we try to solve in retail and in brands and e-commerce and physical retail, whatever. The friction. We want to get the friction out.
You know what? It's interesting you say that word.
No more friction.
Well, yeah, because it takes retailers are focused on one main thing. removing the friction for you to consume.
Yeah.
Number 2 is removing the friction of the employee, the associate, to help you to consume.
Yeah.
And so, so those 2 things, you can't walk up to somebody with a pad and paper going, so what are you looking for today?
No, but I want the great customer service that the devices has enabled of like that large fast food restaurant that you talked about earlier, that when the line's going long, they just come to you.
Exactly. Line busting. I mean, it's been around forever. By the way, I have the correct quote now.
Please.
Are you ready for it?
Hold it. 3. Still rolling. 3, 2, 1.
It takes a lot of technology to create the illusion of simplicity.
Wow, I don't know what to give you for that.
Well,
does that give me a damn? I mean, I'm not sure.
There you go.
I'll give you this. How about a chime?
There you go.
It feels like a chime.
Okay, so that just gives you an idea. I mean, but it is amazing that it was 16 years ago, everybody was talking about mobility. We're rolling out all these devices. I mean, the largest retailer in the world has millions in transportation logistics, in their stores, at their headquarters, everywhere you look.
It is incredible when you talk about any major retailer, in Seattle here, obviously. I root for Walmart. I just don't have a Walmart. I'm rare in the fact that I don't have a Walmart very close to me.
You have a Costco around the corner.
We do have a Costco very close. But the fact of delivery, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these people have devices. They take pictures. It's all seamless. It shows in your app that we've confirmed that we deliver. It's on your porch. I mean, all of these things.
Exactly. Food delivery.
Oh, my God.
And then don't get me started on RFID. I mean,
what happened to RFID?
RFID's back, baby.
It is
stronger
back?
than ever.
What about what were the signal things in the retail? Oh, Jesus. It was going to tag you if you're in the store.
Oh, the visual?
Yeah, it tagged you in the store, so then it send you a message.
Well, no. What you do is as soon as you go in and you jump on the guest Wi-Fi, then they go, I got you.
Yeah.
And by the way, you have my whatever the retailer is, enter name here, app on, so I can sit there and say, here's Ed. He has our app. I'm going to send him 20% off in the next 30 minutes. If you buy $250 worth of stuff. Well, that stuff's still there. And by the way, I'm sure there's quite a few people here today at the eTail Boston that would be more than happy to talk about the personalization of how that can be done, because they're talking about doing it by way of the websites. But I'm talking about you can do it through apps. I'm sure some of these people here do the same thing.
But when you don't think about the behind the curtain of all this stuff. I mean, somebody's got to get all these freaking devices out. I'm thinking about flight attendants because I remember years ago when they started to say, hey, we don't take cash anymore.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
And a lot of times the flight attendant, because at that time connectivity was iffy here and there, right? Because it was tower based on the land and all this stuff. And so like, hey, I can't run it. And they were frustrated. But now think about that. They know your name. Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a customer.
21F. Oh, Mr. Durbin. Well,
you ordered, my fruit and cheese platter is here for me.
Yeah. The days of giving the flight attendant $100 bill and saying, hey, that's all I got. Those days are. I mean, you're too young to remember.
But so do you recycle these? I mean, you guys.
Yes.
Part of me is envisioning a warehouse like 1 billion square feet of just nothing but devices.
No, you got to keep it moving. So whether the devices are coming in that need to go to the customers, whether devices are coming in to be repaired, or whether it's devices that are coming up that need to be, to scrap. We have people that come in and take all that. So we're constantly, the only inventory we hold is for the customer that says, I want you to have a safety stock in your warehouse. And if they own it, I don't own it, they own it.
Yeah, but
we want you to have a certain percentage of safety stock in that warehouse. So if anything happens, if somebody says, I need this device in my store tomorrow, we can pull it from the shelf, FedEx it overnight, it's in the store, because that device is going to be helping a consumer. Okay, we're gonna, as Tony says, we're gonna get you out of here on this. This is what about the batteries, Ed? Because we all know, we understand that the whole life cycle of a device is predicated on the battery, because over years, and plus we're doing more stuff with these things. It's crazy. They're ginormous computers in our pockets, tablets, right? Yep.
And you know what? The battery starts to get tired.
Right.
And we all know that.
Yeah.
and you got to replace the device, and then the service providers, AT&T's, Verizon's, whoever it is, right? They make money because now we have, instead of mortgages, we have phone payments.
Absolutely.
I'm
there with you.
And the cost, because of the chips and everything else, nothing's going down, right? The iPhones are going up, the Android, everything's going up.
Yep.
But how do you manage the battery life?
Well,
do you have like one ginormous battery meter in the corporate office? It's just like our batteries are down.
Actually, we do. It's called iTrack 360.
Oh my God!
And every device. You got to get me some. There we go. It's called iTrack 360, and every device that we touch, you could go on a dashboard and you could look at where every one of your devices are anywhere in the world. And you could set up parameters that say, if battery life gets at a specific level, then if you're using ServiceNow, you could shoot off a note to ServiceNow to order a new battery and ship it to the store. So the store is suddenly opening their mail. They go, hey, I got a new battery for device 45 because device 45 is going to die in 2 days. Well, guess what?
Okay, but the other problem is, like I told my kids when they're growing up, ABC, not always be selling is the AV. Yeah, that's the whole.
Always be closing.
Always be closing. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Always be
coffee.
Always be charging.
Right.
That's what I taught my kids.
Yeah. And now they're saying you shouldn't do that because if you keep a battery at a higher level charge, it degrades.
No, I know. And they now have on the new software there, if you're charging, it's like, hey, bro, we're going to take a break on the charging because you're full and we're going to pause it.
Right. But battery issue is
it's got to be a major problem.
Well, but it's a manageable problem because you can set up if the battery gets a specific level.
Or how do you get all these people to charge the damn devices?
Well, that's part of their job. When you pick up a mobile device in the back of the store, I pick it up. I register it. Ed's got it.
Do you have like 8 billion chargers out in the world?
Well, I don't sell chargers. But by the way, I invite you to come to Stratix outside of Atlanta. I want you to see this. Seriously,
bring me in.
I want you to see it,
and you will see. Charger-palooza.
Yeah, we have. When we're sitting there laying out all these iPads to get ready to ship them to airlines or whatnot, they're all being charged. So we got lots of chargers for you. But yeah, I invite you or anybody listening who wants to come out to Atlanta to get a tour of Stratix. Be more than happy to invite you over.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold on? We have a quick game.
Uh-oh.
It's a question.
Okay.
And since you're a retailer by trade, right? You spent your life in retail for the most part, correct?
Yes, once a retailer, always a retailer.
Yeah. So you understand the product detail page. You understand the content, the copy that goes in. You understand the importance today of these things, correct?
It needs to be as truthful as possible and extremely informative.
Okay. Well,
I have a funny feeling you're going to trip me up.
No, I'm not going to trip you. This is just a simple question.
Okay.
Hold on. Got to get the music going here. Time now for our Talcoot question of the episode, Ed. Talcoot. Content. Product management systems. AI powered. I have a fancy tagline from the CEO. Product content operations for the AI era. Okay, Talcoot. Some of the biggest brands in the world, they supply the copy, the storytelling, everything. So let me ask, let's see. Okay. Roughly how many times when you look at product, you buy stuff, don't you?
Absolutely.
Catalogs, product descriptions, even in store reviews.
Yeah.
How many times roughly how many times does the word crafted quote appear in product descriptions across your catalog or a catalog that you look at? The word crafted.
Well, you can't overuse it because then people are going to get sick of it. So I'm going to say 20%.
Okay. Apparently there's far more than we think.
No way.
Yes. Elevate, effortless, timeless, perfect for any occasion.
That's
meticulously, right? Nobody knows their full count.
Right.
Okay. Do these really tell you about the product?
No.
Does that get you to buy?
No.
No.
What gets me to buy is the fact that I can look at it and the way it's presented, it's like this is what I was looking for. This is what I need. Not convince me to buy this. If anybody's trying to convince me to buy it, I move on.
So this is the point of this question is from our great friends at Talcoot is there a word that you constantly see that just annoys you that is used over and over in product descriptions or copy or anything else?
No, craft is one of them. Sorry, you walked right in.
I did. Handcrafted, artisanal.
Right.
That's the one for me. It drives me nuts.
Industry leading.
Yeah.
And this,
industry
like, leading. Who says so?
In what industry?
Right. Bingo.
Who owns the industry?
Please stand up and tell me who that. I don't think we cussed this whole time either.
We haven't, and we can, but you're with a big corporation. And I don't want to upset people.
I'm not with a big corporation.
What do you mean?
That's right. We're big. Yeah. We're not as big as my previous years. But
No.
This is good. So what's the answer? You didn't give me your answer.
Their answer is what you just said. Artisanal or now crafted will be the one.
Yeah.
Or industry leading. There's no answer. This is just a survey.
Okay, so I did okay?
You did fantastic.
Oh, man, that makes me feel good.
Hey, Bob, tell him what he's won. Absolutely nothing. Unwilling, unpaid. That's our specialty here at Always Off Brand.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me and taking the time.
This has been fascinating. Now, I'm never going to go anywhere and see somebody's device and think of the same of it. I will not. You'll be in my freaking head.
I'm serious.
I'm like, is this an Ed device? Do you put your label on it?
They won't let me.
What a pleasure meeting you. Thanks so much. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And we talk a lot about how meeting people and coming to these events are so cool because truly, why, Ed? Because people matter.
People matter.
People do matter. You've been listening to Always Off Brand. More from eTail Boston. More episodes coming out. For now, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.